Happy New Year, guys, and thank you for all your support. What if I tell you that there is a $27 billion Indian or Indian origin business community in Nigeria with approximately over 200 Indian companies in major sectors of the Nigerian economy?
Please welcome to the stage number one Indian business leader. It is the group chairman of the Stallion Group, Mr. Sunil Daswani.
Delighted to be back here in Nigeria. Airtel, as you know, is one of the two top operators in Nigeria. We have been here since 2010.
We are very happy that Nigeria is home to a large, sizable Indian community.
That if Nigeria was not a land of opportunity, I wouldn't be here today.
The land of opportunity, and I firmly believe you can probably be the richest man in the world living and operating only in Nigeria.
It is a land of opportunity. It has always been a land of opportunity.
In this video, we are going to look at top Indian-owned or Indian origin companies operating in Nigeria with a thriving community living their best lives and enjoying what Nigeria has to offer. How are Indians coping with working, living, and doing business in Nigeria? It is estimated that Indian-operated or Indian-owned companies in Nigeria are the second largest employer of labor, with the federal government being the first. Indian business in Nigeria is quite significant. Here are 5 Indian companies or companies of Indian origin leading the business environment in Nigeria. Stallion Group, a major global conglomerate. We are going to shine a light on this company in a moment. Bharti Airtel is a telecommunication provider owned by Indian billionaire Sunil Bharti Mittal, have a net worth of $34 billion. That's incredible.
We have been here since 2010 when we acquired Airtel from Zain. And ever since, this company has been able to roll out its network to the far and deep parts of Nigeria, launched 4G services ahead of competition, and is now all set to launch 5G services today from Lagos.
If you see why Indian companies are doing well and why they are growing rapidly is because they have grown up in an environment where they have to fend for themselves in India. India is also like Nigeria, as I mentioned, a federated democracy and a lot of problems in doing business there. So the company is used to doing business. When he comes here, it is not with the whole train of people along. Entrepreneurs come here and then they like to work with people. In India also they like to work with people, in here also they like to work with people. And since the language is not an issue, they employ local people.
Tata Africa Services is into engineering, automobiles, and commercial vehicles. It is headed by Natarayan Chandrasekaran.
You've got the largest, fastest growing country in Africa, a very large population base, a very young base, and a very upwardly mobile base, and highly ambitious, and both of us speak the same language. The thing is that if you come to Nigeria, the amount of English which people speak here is as good or better as the people in India speak. So the cultural gaps are much less. So it's easier to do business. Other factors are very common in India and Nigeria. It's difficult to do business in India, it's difficult to do business in India. So they can adjust to that. Now, we are not asking for any special or preferential arrangements, but a government which is business friendly and which makes things more and more business friendly, that is what I think Indian corporates are looking for, just as they are looking for from the government in India.
Duffield Prima Foods, they are the kings and queens of Indomie in Nigeria, the popular noodle you've probably eaten today.
Duffield Prima Foods Limited, makers of Indomie instant noodles, has partnered with Lagos State Government, the Lagos Food Bank, to feed vulnerable people in the Owuroshoki area of the state. And this is part of initiatives to feed about 2 million vulnerable people.
Duffield Primer Foods control about 70% of the Indomie market in Nigeria. The company reported revenue of $764 million in 2023. They are on schedule to beat this figure in 2025. It is owned jointly by the Stallion Group and the Stallion Group.
I work at a company called Chellarams PLC. It's a family business set up by my great-great-grandfather. We've been operating in Nigeria since 1923, and I am currently the Chief Executive Officer.
Indians have a long history in Nigeria. Chellarams PLC is a big distribution and manufacturing company. 2025 revenue stands at 23.10 billion naira.
At Chellarams, we specialize in offering an end-to-end supply chain solutions ranging from custom clearing and warehousing to transportation and distribution. Our objective remains to provide the 170 million consumers in Nigeria access to world-class quality products at affordable prices. The brands division is responsible for distribution, sales and marketing of consumer products and consumer durables, which is largely a comprehensive range of dairy products including fresh long-life milk, butter, cheese, and our latest introduction, Real Active Malted Food Drink.
Chellarams PLC is a leading chemicals distributor and marketer serving diverse needs across Nigeria. We are the key supplier, in fact, the largest supplier of all chemicals and additives which go into manufacture of foam. And foam is used in various applications. Some of the very simple ones are the mattresses and pillow covers, but they also go into furniture, which everybody uses every day.
Chela has been a very close partner. As long as we've been buying these chemicals locally, they've been our major key suppliers.
So Chellarams PLC is also a group holding company. We have a number of subsidiary businesses and joint venture businesses, including Dynamic Industries and plastics production, United Technical and Allied Services and engineering equipment and service, and Devyani International operates KFC restaurants in Nigeria.
People here generally are very warm people. They don't see you as a number, they see you as a person. I've been here for 10 years. And when you have challenges and difficulties and anything, they're here for you. But from the top to the bottom, so really, to be honest with you, that basically says why I'm still here today.
This year we are celebrating 90 years of successful existence of this company. We have proved ourselves, even when we were weathering some tough times, we have proved as a management that we can deliver. And we have to be setting our goals now for future.
Yeah, the opportunities are immense because, like I keep telling people, Nigeria is, within the continent of Africa, it's an emerging market.
There is no limit, no bounds to the company's business in the foreseeable period. Now it will keep on existing and thriving in business perpetually.
The Stallion Group have a turnover of approximately $2.7 billion to $4 billion. That's mind-blowing. Indian-born Sunil Vaswani is the chairman of Stallion Group.
I'm glad to see the large level of interest Africa has always generated.
Our primary focus is Nigeria, where are one of the top conglomerates. We're now engaged in a major investment exercise in the country and wish to be the forefront of the country's development plans.
Stallion Group is a mega conglomerate with interest in steel manufacturing, automobiles assembly, agriculture, packaging, plastics, real estate, and shipping.
We are a progressive conglomerate, playing a key role in the growth of the African economy, meeting people's daily mobility needs with an impressive array of global brands. We also help meet their communication needs. We create jobs, fulfill dreams, help build leaders, and a better society. We are Stallion Group.
With hands in so many pies in Nigeria, how does Stallion Group manage all of its different facets in Nigeria?
Establishment of Stallion Group was in 1969, so we have come a long way. That we want to be a leading company in Africa because we thoroughly believe in the potential of Africa. We want to bring in the best practices from across the globe and implement them in Africa, in Nigeria. And if you look at it from that point of view, whichever sectors, whichever industries we are in, we are one of the forces to reckon with.
As an entrepreneur engaged actively in Africa since my late teens, I have a personal interest and passion for the continent's progress.
Stallion Group assembles cars in Nigeria in their thousands because they have the capacity to actually assemble 200,000 cars per year as the market demands.
Stallion Auto Keke Limited is now the exclusive distributor of Bajaj 3-wheelers and 4-wheelers in Nigeria.
The popular and iconic Keke, and in 2022, Stallion Group celebrated the 100,000th rollout of the Keke. Have you ever been on a Keke? Please let me know in the comment box.
I don't run this Keke business. The market sweet, so say I don't buy another one.
Stallion Group also have a fishery division, Premium Aquaculture Limited. They specialize in fish dearly loved by Nigerians, the tilapia fish and catfish.
In line with its corporate culture of touching lives in many more ways, Stallion is now investing in aquaculture projects across Nigeria.
The Indian community are of sizable numbers in Lagos, and Little India in Ilukpeju is like home to many, where you find supermarkets, temples, restaurants, etc.
We are very happy that Nigeria is home to a large, sizable Indian community numbering 50,000 and comprising professionals, investors, people with technical skills, medical doctors, educationists, and so on.
Indians work in so many Indian businesses operating in Nigeria. Some work as experts, while some work and go on to start their own businesses.
I'm from India, from Pondicherry. I'm here in Ibadan for almost 17 years. The first time I landed here, it was 2008. Since then, I was stayed in Ibadan till today. We just move around somewhere, but we'll come back to Ibadan, and my family and everybody resides in Ibadan. You know, I spend all my days in Ibadan. I feel Ibadan is so comfortable when compared to the other places. It's easy to access, and I think I feel very comfortable to do business in Ibadan. That's the reason mainly I choose Ibadan to do it.
There are associations like the Indian Community of Nigeria and the Indian Cultural Association. They organize community events and serve as a platform for community and social networking. Indians have a long history of working and living in Nigeria.
Indian expatriate Sharada Maganti has been living in Nigeria for 4 decades. She first started working as a kindergarten teacher in Lagos and continued teaching after relocating to Kano. A few years later, she rose to the position of Director of Public and Government Relations at the Skyline University.
I have been here for good 4 decades, I must say. And, when I came in, I have come as a youngster with aspirations. And while I moved forward, all my aspirations were fulfilling. And then I was in the right job. Probably I can say I was in the right place at the right time. And moving forward in my career, it was like, it was from starting from a kindergarten teacher to this director level in the university.
In their effort to assimilate into their host communities, migrants often face obstacles. Mrs. Maganti is one of the lucky ones. She says that living in Kano proved to be less challenging due to similarities between the Indian and the Hausa family value system.
We have power cuts, we have lack of probably insecurity, probably no water situation, or going into the rural area, the communication between people. All these were each situations that were needed to be handled. And I felt, each situation gave me the spirit to move forward. I've seen the Hausa culture is similar to the Indian culture, whether it is, the family relationships or the affection, the family togetherness, and also respecting elders and the religious values.
Many of the youth in Kano have learned to speak Hindu, and some of them without going to any school. They are fluent in Hindu and what have you. Contact with India is a lot of impact in the language, in the development of Hindu language in Kano, for example.
While many Nigerians move out of Nigeria in search of greener pastures, for Sharada Maganti, living in Kano has been the best decision of her life.
It has been the best part of my life. So I always say, right now, in any of my seminars, I say that Kano has given me life, and it is time for me to give back to Kano.
Ilupeju is the Indian community base in Lagos. It's an enclave where expats come together with their families to maintain their heritage as a cultural hub. You have temples there, like the Ilupeju HFM. The Indian Christian congregation also worship there. Festivals like the Wali, the Holi, the Dusashra are well celebrated with color and fanfare in this area. The area have the Lagos Indian School, authentic Indian restaurants and grocery stores.
But Nigeria is probably the only place I have seen where you make a lot of money in various ways and you have a lot of time because of the structure of how things work here.
I know that from our family's history that we've been here for 90 years and we've had business in other countries, that if Nigeria was not a land of opportunity, I wouldn't be here today.
Yeah, Nigeria is indeed, it's a land of opportunity. There is a country which has a deficit in almost everything, starting from power, roads, water, electricity, food. So for a businessman trying to encash on such a large population, it's definitely the land of opportunity, and I firmly believe you can probably be the richest man in the world living and operating only in Nigeria.
Indians in particular that I know of have been extremely successful in various industries, and the industries go across the board. They've done well in construction, they've done well in catering, they've done well in retail, pharma, they've done well in a plethora of industries. So overall, if I say it is a land of opportunity, it has always been a land of opportunity.
One common theme from the Indian business community in Nigeria is that Nigeria can be challenging, but they found ways to overcome it. Nigeria, on the other hand, can also be really rewarding. The Indian business community in Nigeria has achieved a lot. They have shown that it is possible to live and thrive in an environment that is certainly not perfect, but again, where in the world is perfect? Is there anything we can learn from the Indian business community experience? Are the opportunities and life we crave as Nigerians hidden in plain sight? Is what the Indians are doing in Nigeria replicable by Nigerians? Let me know in the comment box. Please give me a like and subscribe to the channel.